So it feels like every company today is chasing behind this lead pack of large technology companies in the middle of some sort of a transformation to be able to better utilize data, to be able to integrate AI into their business, and to be able to change the way they operate to be more customer-centric. But the path to being a Netflix or an Amazon for a traditional business is not going to look the same as the one that they took. You have to start from an existing stack of software and be able to utilize that. And what we found is there's three main challenges to being able to catch up and lead in that pack. One is you have to understand and anticipate your customers' needs much more deeply than a lot of businesses are able to today. Two is you have to find a way, because you're not going to have the breadth and depth of data, to be able to pull in third-party intelligence in a way that doesn't compromise the trust of your consumers. And finally, you need business applications that truly allow you to create patterns of new ways of working, as opposed to constraining you in traditional enterprise software to a set of rigid rules or workflows. I'm excited to launch today our integrate.ai customer intelligence platform, which we think is the solution to being able to help traditional companies operate in a more customer-centric way. And it's got three core components to it. One is a powerful prediction engine that uses advanced machine learning techniques to be able to best anticipate what your customers need when they show up in any of your channels. Two is our proprietary trusted signals exchange, which sees tens of billions of interactions across clients in 6 different industries and uses that intelligence to boost the prediction accuracy within our prediction engine. And we do all of that without ever using personally identifiable information. So this is truly setting a new standard around privacy. And finally, we've got a set of AI-native business applications that allow you to fully take advantage of this intelligence and this new technology in terms of forecasting, activating the different campaigns you're running inside of your company, and monitoring their success. And all of this fits seamlessly on top of your existing tech stack, so you can be agile and you can see results quickly. So we're going to jump over to a demo. We're going to do a live demo. So wish us luck here, where we can show you our forecast application. So one of those applications in use. So you'll notice here it's built for the business user. So it's a really simple interface, a great collaboration surface. On the left-hand side, you can set your targets. So in this case, we're going to optimize for units sold, but it could be revenue or margin. And you could put it in by product line or business unit. Below that, you've got any constraints, any operational constraints that the system needs to be aware of. So we're going to optimize for promotions here, and you can put in the capacity for each of those promotions, or this could be the budget you've assigned. What's going to happen on the right-hand side is it's automatically simulating, starting by the individual. So it's making predictions down to the individual level for your full customer base, and then it's aggregating those up into different scenarios. And it's showing you the most relevant scenarios. So what a lot of AI systems or machine learning models in production will do is it'll give you that top number. It'll give you the fully optimized result against whatever it is that it's optimizing for. But it doesn't show you the trade-offs that you're making underneath. And so it's a bit of a black box. What our platform will do is it'll actually show you where there are strategic decisions to be made. In scenario 1 here, as an example, you can see that it optimizes for the total number of units sold, but it doesn't hit each of the product line objectives. Whereas scenario number 2, although slightly lower in total units sold, achieves every single one of your product objectives. Now, you can make the decision whether that one is more important to trade off against the other, but it's visible to you. Now, imagine you want a true AI system to be able to configure just around the target. So forget about the existing constraints. What would the system do if it had full carte blanche to optimize? You can release the constraints, which shows you can achieve better performance. But it means that the system has automatically changed some of the constraints that you've put in. And you can break it down and see what changes that we advise you make to be able to optimize for the ultimate target. Now, we've talked a lot about how we can create a collaboration space and help you make better strategic decisions, but we haven't talked about how we can make you customer-centric. That's where we solve through our proprietary customer centricity score. What that score does is essentially looks at all the scenarios down to the individual level, and it gives you a score based on how they align to the needs of your customers. And this is invisible to you today. So you might choose the number 1 scenario and only learn later that it's bad for your customers when you see increased churn or dissatisfaction months down the road. This brings it forward as a leading indicator, so you can make that decision up front along with the other strategic trade-offs for your business. Once you're comfortable with the scenario you want to move forward with, you just hit go. It moves it automatically into our Activate application, which is pre-integrated with your systems of execution to be able to execute these campaigns, pull back the outcome signal, and move it over to our Monitor application, which shows you how well we did at accurately forecasting the real results and the lift against business as usual. And so if we can go back to the core presentation, what we showed you today is really just one component of the broader intelligence platform that we have, but it will give you a sense of how you can work differently when you've got truly AI native tools at your disposal, and they're backstopped by both first-party and third-party intelligence. And we think that's going to be the key to really being able to align your resources internally to be able to compete and ultimately win against some incumbents that might have a head start. If you're interested in finding out more information, we've got a booth and we're available afterwards to talk. Thank you very much for your time.